Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Right to the air is Mahomes. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. That's exactly what he got done there.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Bengals at 2-6 now on the year, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
White trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. Again, this is White, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Zamir White with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there. If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
This is caught. It's Woods. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Now Lawrence.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 31 yards there to 1st down. Here's the option going right. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Mahomes now to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Kenny Galladay, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Airing one out for Boyd. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41.
But they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 47 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
They run again on 1st down. Cook.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. The 20. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And complete right side to Cook. Call it a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook.
And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And oh, he coughed it up, and the Bengals grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And remember, he put one on the ground last week, so the rookie now back-to-back weeks with a fumble lost.
And zero excuses, but altogether not surprising. Rookie running backs have to adjust to the speed of the NFL, and it's not just in their running. It's the speed of defenders getting to them, how hard and aggressive they are in tackling, them breaking at the football. So many things they didn't deal with in college, and that's one of the big adjustments that they have to make. Again, not a surprise, but he's got to figure it out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Cook up the gut. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Cook will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Flushed out right. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But it certainly took too long to set up play action. That gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about a quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They go play action now. Lawrence. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
From the 31, Lawrence. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
He gets this one to Boyd. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Dawson Knox as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, and he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.